Former White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham, who also at one point served as chief of staff to former First Lady Melania Trump, told the January 6th Select Committee that in the run-up to the January 6th Capitol riot, Donald Trump was frequently holding off-the-records private meetings in the residency of the White House. He didn't want people to know who was showing up at these meetings, and according to Grisham's testimony, only a few people were aware that this was even happening. Here's what she says took place. The meetings were arranged by Mark Meadows, and former chief usher Timothy Harleth would wave the participants upstairs to the residency. So basically what would happen is that you would have individuals come into the White House. Harleth would gather them up as the usher, wave them kind of discreetly, secretly upstairs, where they would go meet with Donald Trump for this meeting that was off the records. And again, as Grisham put it, very few people in the administration in the White House even knew that these meetings were taking place. It is not clear, because Grisham obviously was not a part of these meetings, what was being discussed. Although she did mention at one time Mark Meadows attempted, and she says attempted, so we're not sure if she made it in or not, tried to get Sidney Powell upstairs for one of those private meetings. So most likely, based on the information available, we got to take out the context clues here, it was likely that they were discussing the big lie, how to push voter fraud, and possibly even how to install alternate electors from some swing states that could give Donald Trump the results. Of course, we do know that Donald Trump, the evening before the January 6th insurrection, was making phone calls to the Willard Hotel where Rudy Giuliani had set up his little war room. So it is very likely, and I think we can all pretty much, assume safely at this point, they were talking about how to overthrow the results of the 2020 election. But this isn't the only thing that Stephanie Grisham revealed in her testimony. She also revealed that it was originally the plan for Donald Trump to actually walk down to the Capitol with the people that then became the rioters. And she says the Secret Service's own records prove this, because they told Donald, you can do this, but we cannot guarantee your safety at all if you put yourself into that crowd. And the rest is history, right? Well, here's the thing that bugs me so much about this. We know right now a decent amount about Donald Trump's attempts to overthrow the election, the plans Republicans were coming up with, different people who he had met with, and yes, Sidney Powell was somebody he met with. Lindsey Graham was a part of this. You had other members of Congress that were there, Rudy Giuliani, Mark Meadows, all of these people involved in this big grand conspiracy. Because that is what this is. This is a conspiracy to overturn the 2020 election results. And Merrick Garland's just sitting there, right? And you get these legal experts going on MSNBC telling us, oh, looks like Merrick Garland's got some more, and oh, he's probably biding his time. He's not doing anything. I would love to be wrong about that. I would love more than anything to be wrong about that. But I don't think Merrick Garland's going to prove me wrong. All of this evidence out there, some of it public, some of it sitting in private with that January 6th committee, and Merrick Garland just sitting there doing nothing as far as we know. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.